Cześć, witam was bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Zostawcie kciuka, suba, dzwoneczek, zapraszam na streamy, do linków w opisie. I kontynuujemy od miejsca, w którym ostatnio zakończyliśmy. Chyba mamy już tą Oliwę, jeśli się nie mylę. O, nie tędy. Jeśli dobrze pamiętam, to wczoraj ją zdobyliśmy. I możemy iść ją odnieść.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles, and he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the god.
There's another goat?
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusha in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Okej. Oliwa i miłość.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
You remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Okej. Dobra, co my tu mamy w ogóle? Tu jeszcze coś mamy. I to jest w tym samym miejscu. Na górze, okej. Tylko pytanie, jak ja mam wejść na górę? Gdzie tu są kurcze schody? O, tu, dobra, mamy to. Dobra.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Okej. Dobra, opuśćmy to miejsce.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You'll get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Koronawirus.
Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Pierwszy raz w tej grze deszcz pada.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
Okej. Mamy to. Rozejrzyjmy się po mapie teraz. Na spokojnie. Zobaczmy, co tutaj mamy do robienia jeszcze, bo trochę tutaj rzeczy pewnie teraz się pojawiało. Dobra, tu na pewno musimy uderzyć w te dwa miejsca w najbliższym czasie. Mamy jakiegoś questika. Tu się też pojawił jeszcze klaścik. No i oczywiście trzeba by zrobić ogólnie ten cały ateński kawałek ziemi, nie? Czyli tutaj trzeba będzie skoczyć. I myślę, że zaczniemy sobie tak. Pójdziemy sobie tu. Zrobimy ten obszar tutaj, tak? Skoczymy tu. Potem zrobimy to. I tu potem górą przyjdziemy do tego. I wtedy zrobimy też tych dwóch gości. Dlatego najpierw pójdziemy sobie w tą stronę i weźmiemy tego questa. Co tutaj mamy? Oczywiście dalej jakiś mściciel, czciciel mnie kurde bierze i szuka. Niestety. Ale mam to troszeczkę wywalone. Dobra, to jest ta babka, co ostatnio nie chciałem jej pomóc.
I'll
Ta,
take
no.
care of it.
By Apollo, thank you.
You can leave everything to me.
No jak już chcesz, to niech ci będzie. Dobra, gdzie on jest? Tam. Okej. No to idziemy, no. Chyba w tamtą stronę i tak mamy potem iść. Problem w tym, że tego questa będzie trzeba pójść i oddać w tą stronę. A to nie jest jakiś mocniejszy? No 27, no to... No właśnie. Nie powinno być problemu, żeby go wziąć i ściągnąć. Przyślijcie kolejnego. Dobra. Sorry, kupiec, no.
I feel richer already.
Takiego questa dostałem, to takiego questa wykonam. Nic osobistego, no. Miałeś po prostu pecha. Dobra, idźmy to oddać i trzeba będzie skoczyć potem już dalej do następnego jakiegoś tam questika fabularnego czy pobocznego i robić przy okazji też znaczniki po drodze. Szkoda, że po tych miejscówkach takich miastowych nie można po prostu brać i sobie jeździć koniem szybciej. Niestety. Dobra, gotowe.
You again. Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
By Apollo, thank you. This is for you.
All in a day's work.
No nie wiem, nie powiedziałbym. Średnie zadanie mi się nie podobało na przykład. Dobra, no tak jak mówiłem, tu idziemy, nie? Do kolejnego kwestiora. No chodź, Phobos. Ale z tego co się orientuję, to i tak nie będę nim szybciej jechał niż jakbym biegł. Ciekawe, czy mnie dowiezie.
This area will be well defended.
Jedno jest pewne, na pewno rozjeżdża wszystkich po drodze. Nie muszę się martwić o to. Wszyscy po prostu podają. Dobra, jesteśmy już prawie na miejscu. Już zejdę. Dobra, w czym mogę wam
Talking in
pomóc?
circles may work on others, Socrates, but no. Cassandra! I knew you'd be back for more. I can't say it hasn't been on my mind, but alas, we must save it for another time.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Misthios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanis can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
To
This
brzmiało
sounds
dwuznacznie.
so fun. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's the small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
I don't speak in circles or
No
any
spoko.
other shape. You answered one of my questions, and that
To ja tam
was
byłem już.
another to mine.
And another. Ooh, and another.
Ja już tam byłem. Tu nikogo nie ma.
Don't take another step close.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Okej. Gotowe. Ja już tam byłem w tym miejscu któregoś razu. Kieł rysia. Rychu peja, nie wiedziałem, że masz kły. No i dobra, kłaścik gotowy, oddajemy.
My favorite Misthios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Now, sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Misthios for the job. Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
If you told me this needed to be done before, I could have taken care of it already.
Maybe, but this way I get to see you more often.
Cwaniak.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect! I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Perus, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course, this should be the last thing.
Should?
I mean, is.
Time to find Peiros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
Okej. Tak myślałem, że w tamtą stronę. Bo obok Agory przed chwilą byliśmy w sumie. Dobra, ciekawe w jaki sposób będziemy mogli go przekonać. Pewnie hajsikiem. Znając życie. Zarzucimy i będziemy mieli z głowy. W Wiedźminie to byśmy kurde użyli naszej mocy i gościu był przekonany od razu.
The witness. There you are.
Tam też już byłem.
That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome?
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He is persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanis.
Sophanis. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want.
Łatwizna, nie? Nie wiem, w ogóle oni... Oni jak tutaj jakiś hajsik mają w tej grze do dania, żeby dać jakiemuś gościowi. Jest to tak mała kwota przy tym co ja mam, że to jest hit, nie? Który level? 2.8. Łatwiutko.
What are you?
Się pies napatoczył, kurde. Oczywiście nie chciałem psa bić, nie? Dobra, idziemy oddać questa. Uciekaj, gościu, bo cię gonię. Dokładnie tak.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Nie, nie musisz próbować, bo tutaj już nikogo nie ma w tym miejscu. Parę odcinków temu wybiłaś wszystkich tutaj w tym miejscu. Dobra, oddajmy quest.
You've returned.
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanis deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanis the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit risk by not giving people like Sofanis a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods.
Pierdolony filozof. Boże święty. Dobra. Kończymy ten odcinek. Dziękuję wam serdecznie za oglądanie. Pamiętajcie oczywiście o kciuku, subie, dzwoneczku. Zapraszam na streamy. Do linków w opisie i trzymajcie się do następnego odcinka. Cześć!